Speaking of things, what is it?
Are you not sure what we're doing?
Tell them what it's about.
It's going to be about some things.
Oh.
Okay, let's just roll the episode.
Got it.
Booyah! Grab your goblets. Get them ready.
Clink.
Clank. Welcome, Dave.
Welcome, Tim.
Oh, sole mio. Why am I singing that, Dave?
Oh, is that, that's another language.
It's French.
Ah, which is Italian for...
I don't know how languages work. So did I tell you? I left the state.
Yeah, to Delaware.
I did go to the country of Delaware.
Yeah.
Went to a different country of Italian.
Oh, which one?
I don't know. You know what? People are like, ever been to Italy before? You ever been? I'm like, Little Italy's right in Baltimore, idiot. Yeah, I grew up in Baltimore area.
Yeah.
I've been to that Italy. Mm-hmm. I've been to the little one in New York.
Mm.
We went to the big one.
Big Italy.
The big Italy. And what an adventure.
How'd you get there?
Well, first,
Mm-hmm.
planes, trains, automobiles. I covered them all.
Nice.
Remember that movie?
It was a book first, I think.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a book.
John Candy, Steve Martin, planes, trains, automobiles.
Never saw it.
That's not pillows. Look it up.
Okay.
Okay, good talk. Drove to New York first so we could go fly out of the JFK. Spoiler alert, the man is nowhere near that place. Couldn't find him anywhere.
Do you look underneath?
Did not. Let me tell you, driving to New York can kiss my ass for starters.
Oh, yeah, it's rough.
Why have lines? There's no lanes.
Yeah.
Why have signs?
Yeah.
Signs are suggestions that maybe you shouldn't go too fast. Maybe you should stop.
I tell you, not even like driving in New York, taking Ubers in New York, to take a train from here to Baltimore, about $150, from Baltimore to New York, about $150.
Yeah.
To take a Uber from New York City out to Long Island, about $150.
For real?
For real.
Yeah, I never want to drive in New York. Guess what I did? I drove to get there. I drove to get back. Kiss my ass, because we were going to fly out of JFK so we could get a little straight flight to minimize my time in a plane, because I don't want to be in a plane.
Because it's closer if you go to New York.
There's no layover.
Oh, I thought you were just meant like a straight line.
No, that's not how life works.
That's actually how geometry works.
I question your geometry. You know what? Maybe your geometry works that way. I don't do geometry like that. We hop on this plane, the one with the wings. We're heading to the
Inside?
Italy. Yes. Right out of the gate. I don't, first of all, I just don't like being in a plane for that long. Honestly, I've never been in a plane that long. I think the longest I was in a plane was 5 hours to Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
You've been out of the country 17,000 times.
Quite a bit.
What is the longest flight?
Non-stop?
Non-stop.
Non-stop, probably between 14 and 16 hours.
Just kill me. How
the longest like I've ever been on a
the
plane.
full travel, yeah.
Well into the upper 40s, close to probably 50 hours.
Where in the hell were you going?
Yeah, so like coming back from Iraq, we did not go straight back to the United States. We basically flew 3/4 of the way around the world, going the other direction.
Why?
That's what I want to know, and had to make multiple stops along the way.
Oh, that's my hell.
And the way it was working out, it was light out for most of that time.
Oh God! Did
rough.
people keep their blinds open? There was no blinds. You're
There
in
were
a
blinds.
military craft.
No, so fortunately we had what's the word I'm looking for? Like not rented, but had contracted. That's what I'm looking for. Like a civilian airplane.
Oh, okay. You're on a regular
regular airplane.
Southwest Airlines.
It wasn't Southwest, so they don't go to Iraq.
Like Southwest, like
I mean, they both.
American Airlines.
Yeah, they had planes.
Okay, all right, enough of that. I don't want to be on a plane that long. So we take the getting there was 8.5 hours on the plane. For me, that is a hellscape.
Yeah.
And immediately after the gate, the dude behind me, I took my shoes off, okay, and I have
Good for
my
circulation.
space under my seat. That's the way it's set up. And then there's like, they have the bar behind there where they can put their foot on the bar, but don't invade my foot, because you're supposed to be able to put your shit underneath your seat.
It's true, for safety.
That's my seat space.
Yeah. In case the plane completely crashes, you have to be able to move about the cabin freely.
And you would, and when you're in the water drowning, you would be like, well, my stuff's right under my seat if somebody could grab it for
Right.
me. Yeah. Dude is straight up touching my feet with his foot.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was accidental, but it didn't stop. So I gave a little kickback. We put an end to it.
Okay, good.
Little girl's behind the woman I live with, kicking the seat steadily. Papa's back there like, yeah, this is fun. Look, you're having a great time. You're on a ride called a plane, and the person in front of you doesn't care that you're kicking them. So there was that. Took a cart to the elbow.
A cart?
The little drink cart.
Oh,
There happened to be a particular
gotta watch that.
stewardess who hated her job and everyone in the plane. So she did one of those hardcore up and down real fast and didn't warn anybody about the elbow. Cracked my elbow, kept on rolling. So I am loving the flight. We capped it off with a dude that did not stay in his seat for more than 2 seconds, had to get up, always had to check the overhead bin. What the hell he was getting in there, I have no freaking clue. I can tell you one of the things he got was a full bottle of water because it came down and hit me on the head.
Wow.
Yeah. So the flight was great. Enjoyed that. They, you know what they
Good
say?
start to the
half the fun's getting there. No, it's not. So, okay, you show up in Italy. Anyone who wants to go to Italy, don't go in the summer like I did.
It's very hot.
Jesus! 105, 108.
Yeah.
It was the depths
Is that in
of hell.
Celsius?
I don't know. My God, no. Everyone's boiling.
I know they use Celsius over there.
Yes, they do. Hot there is like hot here, except hotter. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Don't do what I did. We did. We get to the hotel. We're in Rome. You may have heard of it.
When in Rome.
Yes, that's what they say. You get to the hotel. It's beyond sweating your balls off. There's a next level. I don't even know what the term is. That's where I'm at. Miserable. Get to the room, and you've been all over the world, Europe, everything's teeny tiny. Mm-hmm. You know, you get a little teeny tiny room. First stop for me, I got to get in the bathroom. I need an idea. No, that's not what I was going in there. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to get a shower. I am freaking disgusting. And that's where I see what the 1975 law in Italy requires. What might that be, Dave? Don't do that. You get sued. Can't sing that whole song. 1975, there was a law created that required something, and it was related to a bathroom, even in regular homes, and of course it applied to hotels.
I have no idea.
Okay. There's a toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Next to the toilet,
It's a urinal.
no.
Sink.
It's an ass ball vag washer. They call them bidets.
Oh.
But it's confusing. Okay, because I know in my head what I think a bidet is.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a separate, it's its own toilet, but it doesn't have like the seat.
Okay.
And it doesn't have the back. And it has just like a little sink faucet.
You wash your hands?
No, don't. But okay,
Yeah.
I am immediately confused. I mean, they actually have requirements as to how many inches away they must be from the toilet.
Yeah.
And it's required to have this thing. One thing they're like, don't go crazy with the toilet paper, people. We need to settle down on toilet paper. That's why we got the ass ball vag washer. You need to do your business. Think of your great idea, and then do a little something with a little teeny bit of toilet paper, and then scoot your ass over to the washer. I didn't understand how this worked. I had to look it up.
Yeah.
You have two options. there's some very important things to remember with this because they're in all the houses. You face like you would normally face when you're sitting on a shitter. You turn. Well, I guess you got to turn the water on before you do that because it's just a little faucet behind you. Okay. And then you're supposed to use this water in your hand with some special, get this, pH balanced soap. There's one for men, there's one for women, there's one for kids to get that, keep the nether region all pH'd correctly.
So uncomfortable.
I
right
don't
now.
understand. And here's the thing, I didn't know any of that, so I don't know what soap I was using on my face, but I know it was clean soap. It was in a package, so I didn't. I can say for sure it could have been ass soap, but I know it wasn't used ass soap when I was in the shower. Just to be clear to anyone thinks I wiped someone's ass on my face, I did not. So you're supposed to get that water going, and you're supposed to move that water into your nether regions to get all clean and happy. Now, women, if you got the vag, and the men,
We're going to put this on the internet.
You do a 180.
Okay.
You're sitting on this bidet backwards. Well, no, I guess it's not backwards. It's acceptable. You facing the wall. And then you can give the boys a quick little happy shower with your hands. And ladies, you can get in there with that right pH soap and make magic happen. Okay. Then you're saying to yourself, Tim, everything's all dripping wet. You are correct. Don't you worry. They have an ass ball vag towel right there for you. Now, you would look at it and go, oh, that's the washcloth. Sort of, kind of. This is to dry your junk off cloth.
Oh, boy.
And there's an etiquette. You go to somebody's house, never grab that cloth. Never grab it because it's probably someone's.
Yeah.
It's been claimed. We couldn't find a washcloth. Before I knew all this, we grabbed what we thought was a washcloth. All the towels are clean. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. All the towels were clean. But I feel like there's a strong possibility I washed my face with someone's ass cloth.
This is a great trip.
So we're in Rome.
Yeah.
I learned a lot that day. So they have a thing called a hop-on, hop-off bus.
Oh, yeah.
You can probably imagine that you can hop on this thing.
And hop off.
Bingo.
Okay.
Hence the name. And they take you around to all the historic places. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Isn't everything historic over there?
So they say.
Yeah.
I will say this. Really old shit there. The Colosseum, all fucked up. All fucked up. Not a single battle or killing taking place. It was just sitting there, crumbling, falling apart.
Yeah.
Nobody inside doing any entertainment. Okay? I'm looking at this place going, couldn't you put them all in? Couldn't you do a Ruby Tuesdays or an Applebee's?
Surprised they haven't.
Wouldn't it? It's already fallen down. Couldn't you just mow it down with a bulldozer real quick and make room for something that would be, let's say, interesting?
Yeah.
Roman Forum, all junked up. Columns falling all over the place. Guys, get it together. This is a tourist location.
Yeah.
Okay?
Make it nice.
You could put a casino there, right? Gives people something to do.
Coliseum Casino.
You know what? Anybody steals that,
We said it.
we said
We'll
it
sue
here.
ya.
We're suing the shit out of you. It's hot as balls. The good news, have you been to Italy?
I have not.
They have just these they're never ending water fountains.
Bubblers.
Is that what it is?
That's what they call them up north.
What are you talking about? What north? North of what?
North America.
North America, a bubbler. Mm-hmm. I'm in North America. I've never heard of a bubbler. What's a bubbler?
Or we're not in North America.
Northern North America.
Yeah.
You mean the Canada place
No.
where the geese are?
No, like Boston, New England. It's a bubbler.
Is that like what they call a water fountain?
Yeah.
This is coming out of the ground, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Like just shooting out of the ground
No.
to cool off.
It looks like a water fountain from the Stone Ages. I don't know, an old water fountain.
Oh, yeah. You can just go up. You can either
Yes.
wash your hands, get a drink of water.
Oh yeah, that was the only way I
It was
survived.
in Hannibal.
What are you talking about?
The movie Hannibal with
Yes?
Anthony Hopkins
Mm.
when he was in Italy. Like after he stabbed the one guy, he just went over to the water fountain and he washed his hands.
Wow, that's quite the memory that you held on to there.
It's a good movie.
I don't like being in a small room with you right now. To survive, I went to the bubbler, as you call it, repeatedly. I brought a little, God, I must look like an old man. I had like a little fan clipped onto my body. And then I had the towel that you would get wet, the cooling towel. I had the bottle of water. It's like I was going to battle every single day.
Oh, you're at the Coliseum.
I was at the Coliseum. I could have went inside and created some entertainment. Hot as balls. We got to take the train now. We got to go to Florence. It's a 3-city stop, Dave.
Yeah.
We hop into the train station. It's a full-on shit show in Rome train station. It's sketchy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know
A
that.
lot of pickpockets.
A lot of pickpockets. A lot of homeless. There are smells that I can't describe. They were not good smells. But
This is so hot.
because of the heat. And we got in the train station. And so the company that I went through said, I'm nervous about the train because I'm like, I know I'm going to just screw this up royally. I'm not going to find my train. I'm not going to find the platform. Don't you worry. You go in there and you open your app up and you get a QR code. All right, get a QR code. Oh, sounds good.
It's all in Italian.
But I think I didn't ask the next question. Then what?
Mm-hmm.
Right? First problem, I don't know. I open up the app. Where does the QR code come from? Does somebody walk up to you and say, "Oh, your app's open. Here's your QR code"? It was then I had the revelation that I didn't really understand at all what they were talking about with this QR code. Trash that idea. Full on panic, asking everybody that doesn't speak English what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Get to the right people. I don't know. Go to this platform. Got it all figured out. So, go to a platform. And I'll tell you this, trains are on time in Italy. They don't play.
Yeah.
Get to the platform. That's not our train. Our train's supposed to be here in like 3 minutes. That is not our train. Up, move the platform to the other end of the train station.
Oh.
Running full steam ahead to get this freaking train. I learned I don't want to ever deal with the train again in my life. I hate these things.
I actually like trains.
Do you?
Yeah.
I get real stupid in a train station. Just like when I walk into a grocery store. I get real stupid. I don't know where anything is.
Yeah.
IQ just goes down to like 2. I'm going to take a sip of beer.
Yeah, there was a time not this past summer, the summer before, I almost went to Italy. And 3 days before I was supposed to go, I changed my mind.
How was it?
It stayed there and I stayed here.
Did you take pictures?
I mean, I'm sure I took pictures over that 2-week period I wasn't in Italy.
Why? Wait a second. 3 days in, but didn't you already have tickets and everything?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And
I didn't use them.
And you had a place to stay?
No, not yet. So I had my airline tickets, I had my train tickets, I had my bus tickets.
Yeah.
So I was going to start in northern Italy, go down to Rome, and then back to northern Italy.
You're just going to wing it and find places to hang out?
No, that was part of why I backed out, because I was starting to get nervous. I didn't book a hotel and then everything.
Did you not know that you would need one in Italy?
I did.
You did.
I figured it's a lot like here. When you travel, you need a place to stay.
and you just opted out. You just decided not to get that information.
I did. Yeah.
I don't understand you.
Yeah.
And then you bailed.
I did. I didn't go.
And did you lose all that money?
No, I got some of it back. But the money I didn't get back, I did lose.
Well, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds fascinating.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
We got to Florence and we decided to do a wine tour. Now, here's the question. Guess What wine country, as the wine aficionado, blah, blah, go, those people, what wine country did we go to? Guess.
In Florence?
Yes. Wrong. Guess.
Was it the Sangiovese region?
Nope. You're a wine guy.
Bordeaux?
No. Is Bordeaux French?
Yeah.
It ends with an X too. Bordeaux. I felt bad correcting you, but yeah, go ahead.
It's an Italian wine.
It is. Yes, of course. Yes, we went to the one region, the only region.
Champagne.
No, I was in Italy. Kentucky bourbon. No.
Pinotage.
It is a wine region.
South African.
I'll give you a hint. Here's your hint. You ready? Mm-hmm. Big black cocks. Go. What wine? Big black cock. Wrong. Chianti.
Chianti.
You know why?
Chianti. In Silence of the Lambs.
Was there fava beans on that one?
Yep.
Fava beans.
Yeah, everything comes back to Anthony Hopkins. Great actor. Great actor.
Really good.
If he's listening. Great actor.
Why, Dave, is the big black cock associated with Chianti wine?
Does it have to do something with a rooster
There you go. You know it.
and how the grapes are processed?
I don't know that part. I just know there's a big black rooster
Yeah.
on Chianti wine, and that's the only way you know it's the legit Chianti. And it doesn't matter to me. I drink
Chianti's
wine
good.
out of a box. What's the difference? I'm not so worried about a big black cock.
So you take it out of a bottle and pour it in a box?
Yes. Smoking in Italy, they never got the message.
Oh,
It might be bad for you.
yeah.
Everyone was smoking in Italy. No vapes.
Oh, yeah.
That almost seemed weird. Dude, we were eating. And it was an outdoor, a lot of that you're eating at the table.
Yeah.
The couple next to us, chomping down on their ravioli and smoking at the same time right next to us. It seemed like the 70s, 80s all over again. What
Yeah.
the hell? I hated it. But they're just like, this is delicious. Tobacco and ravioli.
Tobaccioli.
Tobaccioli! We make our way to Venice. You know what else I learned? I wish the United States would do this. You get a drink in Italy, you get a little bit of snacks with it. You get a little montage of snacks with it. Hey, Merca, I like that.
You know, in Turkey, when you go shopping, they'll offer you a drink, they'll offer you tea, chai, whatever, and you don't have to pay for it.
While you're shopping? Mm-hmm. Like an outdoor market?
Yeah, outdoor market, indoor store. Either way, you just, there's a little kid that comes running up to you, asks you if you want something to drink. You say, yeah, I'll take an apple chai or...
Did you tip them?
No.
That's not a tipping
They
situation?
they don't expect tips over there.
Italy. It's confusing. They throw a 10% on there, but they don't expect a tip. Here's the deal. In Italy, when you go to eat, they never come back to you. They give you your food.
Never come back.
I had to hunt people down. I couldn't. I'm like, how do I give you money? I want to leave. Nobody would come back to you. What is that? It's the weirdest thing.
Well, over there, don't they take a lot longer when they're eating?
Oh, yeah. You know why? Because nobody ever comes back. I'm like, I'm ready to give you money now. They don't come back.
Man.
Went to Venice. Part 3 of the stay. And this is why.
We're still on one day.
Yeah, there was quite a day. Part 3 to say. Okay, we did an episode, I think, where we were talking about what we watched on YouTube, and I went down the Venice rabbit hole because I'm like, how is the city there?
Yeah.
What is under the city holding it up?
Airbags.
Wrong. That's a great guess, though. Just a bunch of logs. These goofballs drove logs into the ground. And they're like, what do you say we build a city on it?
Pretty sure that's how Fort Armistead is built also.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
YouTube it.
Okay. I probably will. Yeah. I probably will.
Yeah.
We go to St. Peter's Basilica. He wasn't there. I don't know where these people been. we go to the Basilica, and then it's big. It's real high in the air, and it's got the big giant dome. And they go, hey, for a couple bucks, you can go to the top of the dome.
Yeah.
You know what? When in Italy, you know what they say. When in Italy,
Go to Rome.
I don't know. We go in, we pay, and they go, if you give us a few extra bucks, you can use the elevator. Fuck it. I'll splurge.
Yeah.
Here's 5 extra euros. And so the elevator takes you maybe 1 floor up. I don't know what they fucked me on the elevator ride.
Yeah.
It was like, hop in the elevator. Okay, hop out. And then you can take the steps the rest of the way. And I'm like, well, that's the part I was trying to avoid. So sad, too bad you're here. You're committed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pot committed.
So it's a basilica round with a dome. How do you think the steps work? You got to go spiral.
Yep.
Okay, I'll admittedly say I'm a little on the claustrophobic side.
They're tight stairs.
Holy shit.
And they're going up and down.
No one told me what to expect.
Yeah. No railings over there.
Boom, right there. Enter at your own risk. And there's really no spot that you can just stop and take a breather. We saw one spot, and I was witnessing a woman 5 minutes from her death.
Yeah.
Okay? We're going around this thing, and I'm like, it's never ending. And somewhere along the line, I think the woman I live with was counting steps. Okay?
Yeah.
I stopped counting because I just wanted to kill somebody. As we're getting up closer and closer, it's getting more narrow. And then it's not just getting narrow, but think about a dome. It leans in. So now it's not just narrow, but now my head's, I was about to die. There's 551 steps in this place.
Wow.
You get up to the top and there's a beautiful view. I'm like, fuck the view. I want out of here.
Yeah. But you got to go back down.
You got to go back down 551 steps. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how Notre Dame is. I don't know if you can still go to the top of Notre Dame because it burned down.
Well, okay.
And it's not in Italy.
It's
in Paris.
it's
in Paris, French.
Paris, French. Yeah. So anyway, I went to Italy. I came back. It was fun. I nearly died.
What a trip.
Don't go in the summer. It's stupid. Where is the coolest place you've been? Because you've been everywhere.
Well, not everywhere.
You've been everywhere.
I'd say
you went to Africa.
I was going to say, I think the coolest place, like most unique place, is probably middle of nowhere, Liberia.
Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. So Tapita, Liberia.
And how did you land on that idea?
I went there actually with Hopkins before I started working there on a medical mission.
Oh.
Yeah. And wound up there. And it changed my life. That's what landed me at Hopkins and how we met. And it was a crazy experience.
That's Liberia, you said?
Liberia.
That's how this podcast started.
Essentially.
It started in Liberia. Season -1 or -2.
Yeah, we didn't even know each other.
Didn't even know
We didn't
you.
even know we were going to do this today. Back then.
It all worked out.
Yeah.
Freaking Liberia.
Yeah.
How many Liberian fans do you think we have?
I think we do have a couple.
Nah.
So the crazy thing was, about 2 years ago, I was in, where was I? Michigan. And I was in an Uber, and I could tell my Uber driver, he had a Western African accent. So, we're talking, and he's from Liberia, and we're chit-chatting. And I tell him, I was out in Tapita, which again is like 7 hours from Monrovia. Dirt roads.
None of this is helping me. I just know it's in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere.
Okay.
And we're chit-chatting, and he's like, oh my gosh, my wife is from Tapita.
Really?
And then I start naming people that I know. He starts naming, we knew some of the same people.
People that you know, people that you met there.
Yeah, people I met there.
Damn, you remember their names.
Yeah. And it was crazy. Like, I'm in the middle of Michigan, middle of nowhere, Michigan, and find someone from this little town out in Liberia.
Well, in Italy, in Venice, we're waiting to take out the boat, and dude is talking to me. He's from Baltimore.
Wow.
his wife works on the same software that we both are involved in.
That's
Because
crazy.
she's a nurse. The couple sitting off on the little bench off to the left that are going to hop in the boat with us, they're from like Perry Hall, which is right down the road from where I used to live.
Yeah,
Freaking weird, man.
it is. Small world.
Weird. It's really big, actually, when you look at it. Super big, Dave. I don't know why you said small.
The maps are wrong.
The maps are wrong. So when you went to Liberia, you actually found a place to stay before you left, huh?
Well, we were staying at the hospital, like
Oh.
on the compound.
Okay.
Yeah.
You stayed at the hospital.
Yeah.
You were taking care of people? What were you doing? It sounded like you were doing nice things for people. That's weird for you.
It was a different time in my life when I was experimenting with things.
You said, nah, not for me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Screw humanity.
Yeah.
Fend for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Stay out of Liberia. No, Liberia.
Go to Liberia.
Go to Liberia
Yeah.
and look for
amazing people, wonderful people.
the birthplace of Speaking of Things.
Origin stories.
Bye-bye.
Wow, how exciting for you guys. Look at you two going out on your silly little adventures and globe-trotting around the world. That must be amazing. It must be even more exciting to get out of the pod studio and see something besides these four walls. I sure am super duper happy for you guys. God knows you two deserve to have awesome experiences like that. I would love to know when you guys are planning your next trip, so I can make plans to work overtime while you guys are out having fun. Don't forget to send me pics though. I would love to have some new travel pics to throw directly into the trash. Hey, what's this? Would you look at that? We have a sponsor. Well, isn't that a nice surprise? The Speaking of Things pod show is thrilled to announce that this potty side was brought to you by two assholes that just love to travel the world and leave their assistant behind to do all of the dirty work for them. I'm so sorry. That's not a real sponsor. That was just a little note I wrote to myself. Until next time, keep speaking of things.